Hi friends, this is my, oh my gosh, he's been rolling in the dirt. Can you see that? He likes to go out in the dirt and roll around. Why is my house so dusty? I don't get it. This is my dog, Baraxus. This is my sculpture, Sam Candleton. Can you still see my dog? He laid down. He's a lazy, lazy dog. I made this sculpture. It's supposed to be kind of macabre, funny. He's a candle that's about halfway burned down, and he's holding a cigarette lighter with a horrified look on his face. You can interpret the meaning or the artistry of that. The video today is going to be about this guy, and I hope it's entertaining for you. Today I'm using tinfoil again to make the substructure of my sculpture. This accomplishes two things. Number one, it is less expensive than polymer clay, and number two, it's lighter than polymer clay. Here I am going over that tinfoil with Sculpey Ultralight. That is also a very light polymer clay. It's not much less expensive. In fact, it's about the same price, but I still have some and I use it occasionally. I now have covered the candle in the polymer clay. This is Sculpey Medium Blend, and I'm just making the top of the candle look more like a burnt, melted candle. Here I am smoothing it with my fingers, and now I'm pushing a piece of fluoro wire. I believe that's 12 gauge fluoro wire through to make the arms. I have stuck beads onto it to make the eyeballs. The reason I used beads today is because I want the eyes to be looking somewhere rather than straight ahead. Those cabochons that I use are terrific and I love the way they look, but they're only good for looking straight ahead. At least that's the only way I figured out how to use them. Here I am shaping in the mouth with my ball stylus, and I'm putting on the bottom lip. This guy is, as you saw in the beginning, making a big gasp as he stares down in horror at his cigarette lighter. The eyebrows I put way up to indicate a shocked expression. And now I'm just smoothing in the eyelids with my rubber shaping tool, and I made the nostrils with a small ball stylus. I'm not going to have a mustache on this sculpture like I do on most of my sculptures, so I'm putting in the, I don't know, the nose lines. What do you call those? What do you call those nose lines? And then I'm brushing the whole thing in rubbing alcohol to smooth it down and get rid of fingerprints. After I've baked it, I'm now applying the drips of wax to the bottom of the sculpture, and then I'm adding little balls of wax to, well, they're gonna look like wax, to bulk that out more. And then these are the drips of wax coming from the top of the candle, what would be running down if it were a real candle as it burned. Smoothing it in with my rubber tool. You can see that tool in a lot of my videos. I use it more than any other tool. And then I'm just filling out more drips of wax and brushing it all down with more rubbing alcohol before I bake it again. Now I'm working on the hands. You can see that I have just 3 fingers here this time. Normally I do the full 4. A lot of people who do sculptures and cartoons just do 3 fingers. You've seen The Simpsons. It's just much easier to do only 3 fingers, and you can still you can make the hand do any kind of hand shape you want with 3 fingers. Because this is more of a cartoony character, I decided to go ahead and just use 3 fingers instead of 4. And it's almost time, now it's almost time. Time for paint. This guy's going to be a white candle, so I'm just going over the whole thing with white paint. I'm not being careful, I'm just slathering it on. You won't see it here, but I'm even going to paint over the eyes in a few minutes. And now I'm jumping ahead to the ink wash layer. This is white paint that I watered down and mixed with some off-white to make this slightly tan color. Now I'm painting the wick black. You can see that for a while I had the eyes painted yellow. I didn't like how that looked, so I changed it, painted it back to white. Finally, I finished the painting by putting a blue iris in. And here is the finished product. I'm really pleased with how this guy turned out. He is for sale on Etsy, link below, but like all of my sculptures,
I really like him, and I kind of don't mind if they don't sell right away. Please like and subscribe on this video. It helps me out a lot, and I will see you next time, friends.